We're at Wimbledon. Isn't it exciting? Oh, no, it's raining. How can we entertain ourselves now?
We're all going on summer.
It's Sir Cliff Richard, everybody! Let's start the show! The one and only Sir Cliff Richard is on the show. And if a sir wasn't enough, we have a Lord. Apprentice Supremo, Lord Alan Sugar is here. I know. East End funny man, Micky Flanagan is here. And chatting and singing X Factor's finest, Kelly Rowland is with us. Love her. Love her. She's my favourite. She's my favourite. That's a lineup, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? A pop princess, a knight, a lord, and Micky Flanagan. And delighted Kelly Rowland is returning to the show. One of my favourites. And I know she's a big fan of Lord Sugar. She is. And in fact, no stranger to hearing the words, "You're fired." Oh, poor Frankie Cocosa. Who knew Cocosa was Italian for cokehead? I didn't know. I did not know that. I didn't. Now, I know Kelly's a big fan of Sir Cliff Richard. Yeah. All Cliff songs have special meaning for her. Devil Woman, Bachelor Boy, and of course, We Don't Talk Anymore. Clever that, wasn't it clever? Wasn't it clever? Don't forget, Factor and Cliff, minimum together. It was clever, it was clever. Cliff has been in show business for over 50 years. I know. Isn't that brilliant? And finally, he's agreed to come on my show. Essentially, run out of excuses. Cliff keeps so active, though. He does. Loves skiing. You do wonder, is it hard to play the guitar and ski at the same time? Well, yes, it is. Of course, Cliff had a huge hit with the film Summer Holiday, where he spent all summer on a bus with some sexy young girls. Woo! I tell you. And do you know what? I hear they're making a sequel. Yeah, Cliff's in the lead again, and they've even got those sexy young girls back. Yeah. At least this time they won't have to pay for the bus fares. How excited am I to have Lord Sugar back on the show, host of The Apprentice. What a great show. And did you know the winner of the last series still has an important position in Lord Sugar's boardroom? Yeah, he does. Of course, Lord Sugar's proudest achievement was being made a lord. Here he is in all his finery. Ah, marvellous. And of course, we all know Lord Sugar has an eye for a deal, and I believe he got that white fur trim at a bargain price. Hey, let's get some guests on! Later I'll be talking to Mrs. Supremo, Lord Alan Sugar. But first up, the apples and pears, it's Cockney comedian Micky Flanagan! It's in a shirt. It's in a shirt, looking very smart, sir. Sit yourself down. Slimming. It's my favourite Kelly off the telly, it's Kelly Rowland! Hello, darling. Welcome back. We're delighted to see you. Sit yourself down. Wow. And he's the original bachelor boy. It's the one and only Sir Cliff Richard. Welcome all. All right, calm down. Very welcome. Sir Cliff Richard, your first time on the show.
Yes, what happened?
I don't know.
I tried so hard to stay off.
No, we're delighted you're here, really.
Oh, with that, I'm delighted.
Oh, well, you say that
Absolutely.
now. You'll have a lovely evening.
Thank you.
And, Micky Flanagan, you've never been here before, either.
No, but I said yes straight away. No hesitation, I'm there.
And exciting for you to be out on a Friday night, you know.
Oh, no, phenomenal. I've not been out on a Friday night for years. I've reached the point where if I queue up to get into a nightclub and the bouncer says you can't come in, I'll just look at him and say, oh, thanks, mate.
And, Kelly, oh, you're...
Thank you.
And we're very excited. You're going to be singing your new single.
Absolutely.
Down for Whatever later.
Yes,
with
I'm so excited.
Dancers and all sorts, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'm going to be doing backing.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. As long as you know how to shake your booty.
I can do that.
Okay.
Any good?
That's good.
Now, Micky, do you watch The X Factor?
Sometimes I do.
And sometimes you don't.
If I don't, you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
I looked in once and there was a bloke like that, with his hair like that, just crying. And I just thought, nah, I don't think it's the show for me.
You sure not, Micky, because he's gone.
He's like, I've had sex with 10,000 women. Has anyone got any Charlie? It's not the show for me,
No, listen, just because people will be, I think people won't be able to relax till I ask you a couple of questions about
Got it,
the.
okay.
So, Frankie gone, bye-bye.
Frankie's gone.
And that. I do feel sorry. He's only 18 years old.
He's a very young man. I just feel so bad.
And one of your acts might be coming back now, so you don't care.
Lord have mercy. How am I going to look at Gary Barlow after this? Yes, I am excited about Amelia coming back. She's amazing.
She seems to be everyone's favourite, Amelia. She was the one that you let go.
Yes, that was hard. Just to my defense, that was a hard one. That really was. Like, for the judges to make a decision, you know...
Is there a rift there? Was that all made up?
No, I love Talise. Now, we did have a little bit of a tiff just because she went, you know, against one of my girls.
Misha B, the bully.
Misha's not a bully. Misha is not...
That's what I heard.
No,
I know who told me that.
Yeah, your old friend Louie told you that. Misha is far from a bully. She's a sweetheart, and I'm really happy to be working with her.
Okay.
When I watch X Factor, which I do sometimes, I think it's one of the best things that ever happened, because there are people that come out of that show that you could, 2 weeks before, be shopping in a supermarket with.
Yes.
I mean, it gives people a fantastic opportunity.
It does.
2 weeks later, most of them are shopping again.
All right, listen. So, Cliff Richard, you might want to cover your ears to spare your blushes. Because I just want to remind people just how successful this man is. Right? He has sold, listen to this, Kelly, 250 million albums.
Plus.
Plus. Over 250 million. They're still selling.
Wow. Can I borrow a pound?
I can give you a few records.
Oh, all right.
No, this is another good one. If you add up every week that Cliff has spent in the charts, he has been in the charts solidly for 20 years.
Wow.
Like, that is amazing.
Wow.
And it sort of goes without saying, highest selling artist in the UK of all time. Sir Cliff Richard, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you must... I mean, obviously, you know, your career, you're getting on with it. You just brought out a new album. You've been on tour, but... Yeah, it's all right.
She's a bit slow, isn't she?
Yeah. Who's that? Oh, Sir Cliff Richard, I love him. But there must be moments, as you sit in bed with sheets of very high thread count, I imagine, and you ponder your success and your longevity.
I do.
And what answer do you come up with?
Most of the time I find it hard to believe, because when the Shadows and I first got kicked off, we were considered sometimes one-hit wonders and here today and gone tomorrow. Because the thing about selling 250+ million records was that in those early days, you actually did sell millions of bits of plastic. And nowadays, people download and you can be #1 with 35,000 sales in a week, and we were selling 80,000 a day. So I don't know whether those days... So in a way, I got in early. So he can say these nice things about me. But most of the people that I hear singing on there, even the losers, to me, sound like unbelievably great singers.
But also the other thing is, because you're so established in the mainstream and, you know, you've been in our homes and lives for 53 years, when you started out, you were shocking. People were shocked by you.
They said I was. You know the media. The media were desperate to have somebody that could compete with Elvis. You know, I used to go like this. and they thought I was, you know, the big sex symbol. And one journalist actually said that the TV show Oh Boy I Did, it said a guy who apparently chewing gum, this crude exhibitionist. I mean, please, me.
There you are, looking beautiful. Look at you. And the enemy... Well, you know, the enemy said... The enemy... There was a headline in the enemy saying, "Is this new boy singer too sexy for Britain?"
I didn't say I wasn't sexy.
No.
You look really oldie there, is it?
And girls loved you so much, but the boyfriends didn't like you, which led to problems. I know, was it a gig with the Drifters before the Shadows?
I remember playing the Lyceum Ballroom in London, and they had one of these revolving stages, and we were going to play Elvis's Baby I Don't Care. So it went, and we were on the revolve. And then all these cheese rolls came flying up here. I never sang a note, the thing revolved, we got off, we got paid and went home. So, but it was...
Do you mean someone sitting at home going, "Off through that cheese roll"?
I remember that one, yeah.
But we look at that picture of you back then. Beautiful, beautiful back then. Now, has there been a moment, Cliff, where you kind of let yourself go? When, you know, success, you're 17, you're eating.
Yeah, well, but the first time I ever went to the States, it was so early in our career. The Shadows and I could not believe that we were on a show called The Biggest Show of Stars for 1960, and it was Frankie Avalon and Bobby Rydell and the Clovers and the Crests, all these people that we loved. I went over there, and within 6 weeks, they'd put on about a stone, because the food you have in the States.
Oh, yeah.
We were arriving at towns like 4 in the morning, there'd be something open, we'd have cornflakes with half and half.
Oh, half and half.
Half and half.
Very good.
Half and half.
I'm trying to say...
I worked at a restaurant and I had to do the tea and coffee afterwards, and I said to this bloke, "Do you want half and half and all?" Half and half and all. Because his wife had it, and I said, "Do you want half and half and all?" He went, "I don't know what you're saying, man."
No, I say half and half because I'm, you know, bilingual. But I did come back very weighty. I mean, I did. And you know what started my first diet was watching Coronation Street when one of the characters said, "Oh," she said, "I love that. She'll be Cliff Richard." And I thought...
Oh, that's a smack in the face, isn't it?
It was a smack in the stomach. So I went on a diet, and I've kind of been on diets ever since.
And because, Kelly, you do look amazing.
Thank you.
You really do. You walked out, and it's like, wow.
Thanks.
So, do you do exercise? Do you do the...
I do. I like to exercise, yes.
Okay, how many sit-ups do you do a day?
Honestly?
Yeah.
I do like to do 200 sit-ups at night. Yes.
A night?
200? Not all through the night.
Oh, no.
It would take me all night if I was going to do it. 6 in the morning, I'm nearly finished. Still get some stuff out.
But about 200 sit-ups a night. Like, you'd be surprised at how just, like, simple walks and things like that just make you feel better. I like the fact that exercising makes me feel good.
Can
it's
I
not
just
about
say,
the size.
people are watching this, I go, she went for a walk, and that's what she looks like.
A brisk walk. A brisk
Power walk.
Yeah. Because Micky, you're a man of a certain age. Have you considered the gym? Have you considered... Okay, you shouldn't laugh that hard. You look good.
I'm not one of those men that, you know, men don't, you know, if you're an egg on legs, and you might start panicking, but even then you'll be going, look at me calves, babe, they're beautiful, aren't they? I did go to a gym a couple of years ago, and I laid down on the mat to do some sit-ups, and I woke up 2 hours later. I felt fantastic.
Now, Cliff, of course, the highlight, I would say, of any Cliff Richard fan every year is the annual release of the Cliff Richard calendar. And I have to be honest, I've only been collecting them since 1982.
Wow.
Prior to that, my mother wouldn't let me buy them. They only last a year, they're a waste of money. Now, what's amazing about these, because you are timeless, the only way to kind of gauge what year they are is sort of really from the kind of the fashions or how it's shot. So, good game, Micky and Kelly. OK, so, take this one. This is a classic. It's very hard to guess for this, so I'll give you multiple choice. I don't know what you did to Minnie. She looks quite surprised. Yeah. That's how Minnie looks good. Yeah. OK, so you probably know the answer, so don't you answer.
No, I don't.
So, Micky, Kelly, is this 1984, 1996 or 2001?
I'm gonna go with...
Yeah, can you do that again? I'm gonna go for 96.
You go for 96?
I'm gonna go for 84.
All the Cliff fans got it wrong. This is December 1996.
Oh!
Yes! OK, so, this next one, is this older than 96 or newer than 96?
I'm gonna say older.
Older.
February 2000. Now, how long had you had that jacket? You could not have bought that jacket in February 2000.
I don't even remember the jacket.
Really? Because you had it a while.
Wait, no, I bought this as an auction. They said it was yours.
I do have broad shoulders, thanks for noticing. Now, because you do hang on to clothes, though, don't you? You like keeping clothes.
I find it hard to throw them away, but I'm trying hard now.
And that's why this game is quite hard. Is this older or newer than this one?
I think that one is older.
You're wrong. It's October 2004. It's newer than this one.
Was that your tour of duty of Afghanistan?
So stylish. This one's easy. This one's easy. Older or newer?
Older.
Older, yeah. February 1994. And finally, look at this hunk of man. What year do you think this was?
I don't know, because I've been sucking at this game.
What do you want to say there?
That is such a different game you're talking about.
I'll tell you, that is October 2011, ladies and gentlemen. Last month. That's amazing.
That's a great shot.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah, you look good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, when we talk about gymnasiums and stuff, you know, there's certain people that are never going to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm one of those. But when I saw that, I thought, oh, well, maybe doing the gym helps, because it just gets rid of a little something.
What about thinking you only eat one meal a day?
No, that's not right. I did do that for a while.
Yeah.
But I didn't like that very much. No, the regime I'm on now lets me have 3 good meals a day. I just have to eat the right stuff.
Like Nando's.
Now, see, people hate you more, Kelly, because they give you Nando's and a brisk walk.
And 200 steps.
That's what she looks like. Listen, down to business, because as I say, you're still working, you're still getting out there. New album, Solicious.
Yeah.
According to a lot of people went to the tour. You went to the tour, I'm sure. Yes, very good. Now, this album, it went straight in at number 10 in the charts, which is fantastic. Because is it fair to say, you don't get that much radio airplay with your stuff.
No, I think things have changed greatly now. I don't understand what the policies are anymore, and I did fight a lot of battles trying to make sure that we had our music played to the public, but it's a thing I can't win. So I make projects. This is a project. I got a chance to sing with the Temptations, the Stylistics, Roberta Flack, Peabo Bryson, Frida Payne. All these people were happy to join me.
Yeah.
And so, in a way, you have to try and bypass radio. But it's a shame, really, because to me, radio and rock and roll are hand in glove.
And also, if something's a hit, like Millennium Prayer was, I think that was #1.
Yeah.
So you got to think about, obviously, your public and your fans love your music, they buy your music. What is the disparity between them and music executives and...
I don't know. All I know is that it was the biggest selling British single of that year, and yet we couldn't get the airplay. So it's a little bit unfair. I think it probably borders on ageism, because now that I'm 50, I love it.
Where's your red button now?
I'm like, okay.
It's just one of those things. We've all got to learn to live with it, I think, all of us, including X Factor people. There come a point when you've won the competition, everybody's hot for you, you make a couple of great records. It's when you're trying to keep going that you need that kind of help.
All right. Now, it is all down to...
DVD, which I hope will make up for everything.
Yes, no, because the DVD...
Yes. On DVD.
Yeah.
No, you're going to show it? You've got it here?
Yeah, I've got it here, yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's all in hand. I appear to be an idiot. I know what I'm doing. Here's a taste of you on tour, and this is from the Solicious DVD.
She looked out in the window. I tried to make her fit, but she just wasn't it. For me, the girl was all wrong, all wrong. She looked good in the window. She looked good in the window. I tried to make her fit, just wasn't it. For me, the girl was all wrong, all wrong, all wrong, all wrong. She looked good.
And that is in shops from Monday, the 14th of November. Very good. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm a little over knighthoods now. Yeah, I'll see you, sir, and I'll raise you a lord. Well, this is glad to be fired. Please welcome Lord Sugar! Loving the Lord. How are you, sir? No, how are you, Lord Sugar?
I'm a bit frightened, Graham. The last time I came on your show, you've accused me of upsetting one of your guests. I saw you about 3 weeks ago with Alex on the One Show, and I think she said to you, who's one of the worst guests you've ever had on? You said that Lord Sugar.
No!
You said I upset Pamela somebody or other, whatever her name was.
No, she was talking about the chemistry on the sofa.
Yeah.
And I just said, sometimes it doesn't work.
Oh, pot kettle, I mean... 2 weeks ago, we had Nancy Delalio on here, and you go, Nancy, what do you actually do? And then she went off, she said, Sven, pasta, fagioli... You said, no, Nancy, what do you actually do? So, pot kettle,
Yeah.
Don't you think?
But now, you're not going to upset any guests tonight.
No,
are you a fan of Sir Cliff?
Oh, absolutely. What a legend to actually be sitting next to.
I know, he's
great guy.
Have you been to Cliff concerts over the years?
I haven't. The wife has, and she's threatened me not to let me in the house tonight unless I bring back a signed thing from Cliff. He's kindly given me one, so I'm okay. I'm okay.
Do you sometimes get home to Sugar Mansions and you hear Devil Woman coming from the lounge?
Yeah, she loves him.
Now, your new book, The Way I See It, and it's sort of like a sort of Jeremy Clarkson-esque sort of collection of rants and revelations.
Who's Clarkson? Who's he?
There's a small show on BBC Two.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
No, it's kind of letting off steam, bit of a rant here and there, yeah.
But it's also advice, because the same as Cliff, you take your appearance very seriously. You do, though. You exercise like mad?
Not like mad. I like... Cliff, you've played tennis, right?
Yeah, I do.
I always played tennis. I don't know about you, but the knees are having trouble now.
No, mine are fine.
Pounding on the court. The back. But you play doubles, though, don't you?
No.
Yes,
I practice singles.
Singles. But you used to put on a great tennis tournament once a year, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Hall, yeah. You never invited me.
What's happening again?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it right.
No, so I can't pound on the courts anymore, so I've gone into cycling, so I ride bikes, yeah.
But you have a
Yeah.
really clever diet plan, which you go into in the book.
Yeah.
So talk us through your diet plan.
Well, it's called... it's... Yeah.
It is a good idea.
No, it's a clever idea, actually. It happened to me in America. I was in America in a place called Boca Raton. You might know that, near Miami. Mm-hmm. And a guy gave me some clams, and he has a little fork with clams to pink them out. And I thought I would embark upon eating the main course using this little fork. So and my wife looked at me like mad, and other people, what are you doing? I said, no, don't worry, I'm working on something. Yeah. And I'm eating with this little fork, and it occurred to me that it took me ages to get halfway through the plate of food, by which time the brain was telling me you're actually full up. So it's a little fork diet. So you turn this little fork around with you, try it.
But if you're finding it difficult to follow the little fork diet, Lord Sugar helpfully provides an illustration of the difference between a large and small fork. No stone left unturned.
Attention to detail. I think it's
And I'm a bit confused. Do you have a little knife as well?
Americans, as you will know, don't use a knife a lot. They use it just to cut, and then they use the fork to mess around with. So, you know, that's it.
And some of them use a shovel. And a bucket, and
Yeah.
But in the book, so there's advice in there. There's life advice. There's also things that just annoy you.
Yeah.
And it's you can see it's quite a thick book. So just going through some of the things. So there's a chapter Merlot Schmerlot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which is about you're not a fan of kind of pretentious restaurants.
Well, I'm awfully sorry. I don't want to be accused of upsetting one of your guests here.
No, please don't.
But one of the things that... and I have only frequented America for the past 40 years, mainly in the state of Florida. So that may tell all, yeah?
Okay.
Because it's not representative of the whole country,
No,
right?
it's
So
not.
there you are. I've pleaded the Fifth Amendment there. In that state, I've come across lots of restaurants, Italian restaurants, where there isn't an Italian waiter. The guy's not from Italy, he's never been near Italy. They make up all these names for Italian food that the Italians never heard of. Pappolini, Schmimolini, Ditalini, that thing. Never heard of it at all. And then they purport to know about wine. And they come out offering me Merlot and Schmerlot, as you say, Napper and Schnapper and all that stuff. And I don't know anything. You know, and just kind of annoys me, really.
that can go the other way, though. And I was in an Italian the other day, and I ordered the bruschetta. The bloke went, "It's bruschetta, my friend. It's bruschetta." I said, "It's £8.5 for tomato and toast, mate, actually." Right, look like
Waiter beware. I love what you do with if you really don't like a meal.
Well, I actually write the message on the plate using the food. But... So, for example, it was some mashed potato left over. You can move it around with the knife and actually write little messages.
And it can't be a very long word, though, can it?
No, crap is... it's quite... So it's... I write, and then the waiter comes back and... he looks at it like that. But anyway, so mashed potatoes quite good to do that with, actually. But if you get some string beans, they actually short-circuit it, because you can make a long A and an L with that, rather than actually have to sculpt the potato.
You know what's perfect for that, Alan? Alphabetic spaghetti. You get it? Yeah.
Some of the meals would better off have it.
But now, totally a fancy thing, because you are, you love the wine, Sir Cliff Richard.
I've always enjoyed wine. Yeah.
Because you have your own wine.
I do make wine, yes, I do. I mean, I don't make it. I happen to have a really good winemaker that comes from Australia, plus a guy who lives in Portugal and always has lived in Portugal.
This is just too much. I got a Sir, a Lord sitting next to me, and you making your own wine. This is just too much.
I am piss poor. You feel better? You stick with me, sister. Not that bad at the moment, actually. Yeah, a very good year.
Nice.
Yeah, you did well.
He hasn't asked you, what do you actually do?
I'm a waiter. I'm here to have a go at him. It wasn't that bad, that mash, Alan.
But then, it's like Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. Micky Flanagan is a DVD. Easy to wrap. Oh, lovely. This is the tour you're just finishing.
Yeah.
The Out tour. I can't even say the Out tour. Because it's weird because you're like a pop star. Like most comedians have. You have like hit bits.
I do, yeah.
You have bits that people love. Are you all familiar with the Out stuff? If anyone isn't, just give us a taste of what. Just explain what the Out is.
In the UK, we've got different levels of being out, haven't we? So you can go out, you can end up out, and then you can end up out. Everyone knows what they are. And you will often find yourself saying to people, I can't come out. I didn't even come out. I only popped out. And they'll go, but you're going to come out. You go, yeah, I'll come out, but I'm not coming out.
Talking about Out, that's out on the 14th. The 14th of November. Same day as your DVD. Yes.
See you in the charts.
Yes.
It's hard to choose, isn't it, Kelly?
Yes.
In the DVD shop, which will I buy?
But Kelly wouldn't understand a word of it, though, would she?
Yes,
Because
I would.
No, I've been to America. You don't understand Cockneys out there.
I just understood
Can I tell you a story about a faux pas that I made? In America, they call their arse, or they call their ass.
Yes.
Where I come from, we call our house our ass. So, get ready. I took a girl out, and on the way home, I stopped her and I said, when we get back, what are the chances of me coming in your ass? It was a genuine mistake.
I know she said, oh, yeah, you can come.
I had to reassure her. I said, I won't try and kiss you, you know. But, you know, that's the sort of mistake you can make over there. They cannot understand a word. And the Americans are so nice, so you're speaking to them for a little while. And first they go, sorry, I'm sorry. And eventually they just go... And you know they don't understand a word. And they say, like, OK, fine, yeah, I'll see you, take care.
All right, listen, it's nearly time for music. Kelly, you're going to be singing for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Lord Sugar, I know you love X Factor. You tweet about X Factor all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do, though.
I mean, what happens is that the wife likes to watch it. I drive the Sky Plus. Now, you might not understand what that means, being American, but driving the Sky Plus
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I drive the Sky Plus. So what happens is, artist comes on, sing, push forward, panel, adverts, grandma crying, kissing, everybody hugging each other, sort of, we go through that, right? And I've always loved you, Simon, I want to be here all my lifetime. And through all that stuff, right? So we managed to get an hour-and-a-half programme down to about 25 minutes. Yeah.
But now, I read somewhere, Cliff, that you said if you entered, you wouldn't get through the first audition.
I don't think so. Not the way things are. I mean, if we were all starting at the same time, I might stand a chance. But these kids that come on and sing, they've had 60 years of influence. They don't even know who they're influenced by because it all happened before they were born. But it's all there. They come out, they sing fantastically. Whereas when we started off, they'd only been... Oh, they do.
Have you been watching this week?
You should enter, because the over 25 category is piss poor Cliff.
We have pity. And, oh,
I know. She makes you go, oh, not yay.
I think I would get further in X Factor than I would on The Apprentice. Because I don't do Mondays out.
Possibly. You know why? Because you can't sing, right? Well, that's it.
I've always wanted to ask you that, Al. How would you feel about someone who worked for you who said, I don't do Mondays?
I've got 3,000 of them already. They wake up on about Tuesday.
Yeah. And listen, Kelly, I've got to ask you, are you coming back next year?
I mean, we'll see. I don't know.
Yes.
I just, that's so
Why
nice
wouldn't
of
No, you should.
Yeah,
Come on.
No, because honestly, Britain really has embraced you. And also, you know, the new album,
Mm-hmm.
it seems to me, because it's got an awful lot of dance stuff on it, which is more European, it is more British. Do you think your career's more here now than America?
No, I just came off of a #1 for 7 weeks over in America, so I'm really happy I can just go both, you know? It's a blessing. And not only that, but let me tell you, to be so far away from home and you still feel like you're at home, I really appreciate all the love that I'm getting here, so thank you.
Well, we're about to love you musically.
Thank you.
You're giving us down with whatever.
Down 4.
Down for whatever. Damn. It's quite a racy title.
Well, you said with. I'm down with whatever you said.
You're down for whatever. That single's from the new album, This Is Me, which is out on the 28th of this month.
Kelly, it's a yes from me.
Listen, before we go, let's have a story or two in the red chair. Who's up first?
I'd like one of these for my boardroom.
It would be good, wouldn't
Can you
it?
imagine? Like that, whoop, the other side of the table.
With regret. Who's up first? Oh, look, it's like your boardroom. Wow. What's your name, sir?
Mark,
Mark. What do you must have a proper job, Mark.
I'm a barrister.
Are you really a barrister?
Yes.
God, and you're doing this?
I'm regretting it already.
See, now, if you were one of his clients, you'd be like, I recognise him. What the hell? What sort of law do you do?
Employment discrimination.
Ooh. Should we try for one more? One more. Okay, one more. Okay, one more. Hello, nice lady.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well. What's your name, smiley lady?
It's Michelle from Galway.
Michelle from
Not too
Galway.
far from where you're from.
It's a long name, but still. What do you do, Michelle from Galway?
I just started a new job on Monday, so
What is it? What is it?
it's doing PA.
Doing PA? Is that a drug?
Being a PA.
Oh, you're a PA?
Yeah.
Not to anyone on the couch?
No,
No.
I wish.
No. Oh, right. Your new employer might be watching this. Again, I'm not sure she's made a really clever decision. All right, Michelle from Galway, off you go.
Basically, I'm just moved here in the last 3 weeks, but I was visiting in March of this year. Bought a new pair of very, very cheap high shoes. Went over on my ankle walking to a theatre. I couldn't walk. The theatre was literally 5 seconds away. I had to get a taxi, and basically we were going to Dirty Dancing. I had to be carted off in a wheelchair up to see the show. We paid £100 each for the tickets, so we were like, no way, I'm going to...
The King of Nights!
Oh, I've been so wanting to be a baddie.
Well done, everyone, in the red chair. Don't forget, it's Children in Need next Friday, so we won't be here, but please donate to Children in Need Cake App at this address. And while you're there, you can also see what happens when I sit in the red chair with him in charge. It's not pretty. Huge thanks to my guests tonight, Micky Flanagan, Kelly Rowland, Sir Cliff Richard, and Lord Alan Sugar. Join me in 2 weeks for pop sensations JLS, Ab Fab, Jennifer Saunders, Lord of the Rings star Elijah Wood, and comic legend Robin Williams. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.